What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of Ruin a Random. I've got a pretty interesting topic to discuss today. As you can tell by the title, it is building the ultimate team. But we're going to get into that in a second. Before we get into that, I want to run you through the team. So I'm playing with Joe Hart in goal. Then I've got Kyle Walker, Yunus Kabul, Thomas Vermaelen, Company there, and left back is Clichy. Then in midfield we've got Toure and Fellaini, and up front I've got Walcott, Bale and Nani. So I'm in the final of the Gold Cup, guys, and for those of you wondering, the reason why I wear my hat quite often, even though I'm indoors, is because my hair looks like this at the moment. I need to go and get it cut. There's actually a place like across the road from where I just moved in, where I can get it cut, which is pretty awesome. So I will go and get it cut in the next day or two, and then that won't be a problem. So we come up against a guy with a 4-3-2-1 formation. Is that Lorente, Palacio and El Shaarawy up front. I don't know who the left CM is there, but he's got Marquisio and Guarin in midfield. I don't know who the defence is. He's got Jonathan and Nagatomo and Stekelenburg in goal. So not a bad team at all, not a bad team at all. Well, if you guys want to purchase any FIFA Ultimate Team coins as well, check out FIFACoinTrader.com. Their link is in the description. A very fast and reliable service. So, the ultimate team, the ultimate team. I talked about it in Play to Win briefly, right, earlier. And it's a lot to do with the kind of the stats and the attributes of the players involved, and I want to kind of talk to you guys. First of all, I need your help, like massively need your help, to first of all define and find out what the ultimate formation is, which is highly dependent on how you play football, right? So that's not really something that is you know, is a given. I can't, like, for me, the 5-2-2-1 is a fantastic formation. I really enjoy it. Like, you guys know I do enjoy it. I know a lot of people don't agree with it, but we are not here to discuss that. It's a formation that I really like, so I'm going to continue to use it until I get bored of it or find a better formation or something, you know, something else. If you can hear my dog in the background as well, I apologise. He's very loud. Yeah, so formation I'm going to go with, right, so we're going to have to pick a formation to figure out the ultimate team, right, and I'd say one of the most common formations, which is ironic because it's also one of the most commonly hated formations, is the 3-5-2. The reason why it's hated is because it's essentially a 5-2-2-1, sorry, a 5-2-1-2, with midfielders instead of wing-backs. And I was actually discussing this with someone on Twitter yesterday. I've scored more, like, if I've used the 3-5-2 a lot because it is a strong formation, because you have two central defensive midfielders, you have three centre-backs, so you've got like a massive unit right in front of the goal. Then you've got two wingers, a cam and two strikers. With five at the back, you've got essentially the same, except instead of CDMs, you've just got CMs, and instead of wingers, you've got fullbacks. So essentially, it's still, in my opinion, just as defensive. And what I found strange was that in a 3-5-2, let's say I have these two guys here, Walcott and Nani, right? Let's say I have those as the two wingers. I would score more goals with Kyle Walker and Gael Clichy in a 5-2-2-1 than I would in a 3-5-2 with Walcott and Nani. That's an absolute fact. Like I've played enough games with both formations to figure out which one suits me best. And go on, Nani. Oh wow, Walcott's blocked that. What a dick. So, you know, we're going. I was thinking about what formation to use for an ultimate team, you know, and I say that in parentheses because it's very much a lot of variables. You know, there is a lot of variables. So I thought to myself, like, what's a common formation that's expensive? It's not hated. It can be overpowered if you've got the right players. It can be seen as a good formation. It can be seen as a bad formation. Like, what are we going with here? What are the options? And I thought 4-4-2 is a pretty decent one, but it's not a very good formation in FIFA 13, in my opinion. I've used it in all the different FIFAs, all the different FIFAs I've been doing for YouTube, like FIFA 11, FIFA 12, and FIFA 13, and I hate it in FIFA 13. I loved it in FIFA 11. I liked it in FIFA 12. I hate it in FIFA 13. So I was trying to get myself on a level of, like, what can I use for? Oh, I should have just shot there. Yeah, what can I use? So I figured, like, let's go with the 4-1-2-1-2, right? I think everyone can agree that given the right players, you're going to be able to put up a really strong team. Very good. You know, it has a little bit of everything. It has your wingmen, it has the strikers, it has the cam that people love, it has the CDMs that people love. That's got to be a red card, ref. How is that a yellow? What? It's got like the CDMs that people seem to love in the 3-5-2. It's got a little bit of everything, the 4-1-2-1-2. Even though when I tried using it, I wasn't very good with it. We're going to use that as the basis of the ultimate team. Right, then what we need to do, guys, and this is where I really need you guys to help me out, right? Because this is very, very much subject to opinion, and I want to get kind of like the majority opinion of people as to what's important in a player and in a position. We're going to start with the striker position because why not? Everyone likes the strikers. Ah, Theo, come on, you got that, Theo. Go on, Theo, strength, son. Yes. That's got to be a goal. That's got to be a goal. Oh, he's missed it. Oh wow, what a clearance. So a striker, right? In a striker, you look for certain things. Obviously, finishing being one of the I wouldn't say one of the most important things. Oh, good save. I wouldn't say one of the most important things, but definitely. Wait, no, I would say one of the most important things. Finishing is definitely one of the most important things. In FIFA, we're talking about FIFA as well. Bear in mind, guys, that this isn't to do with anything other than. No, what? How have you passed that backwards when I aimed forwards for the pass? This. Right, come on, Vermaelen. No. Right, let's give me that. Thank you. Oh, that was stupid of you, wasn't it? Right, so a striker. We're going to look for. I want to look for 6 key attributes, right? That is going to make a player overpowered in FIFA. Obviously, the first attribute that everyone is going to look at is pace, because it's important. Pace is important in FIFA 13. People say, you know, oh, you shouldn't use sweaty teams and this and that, but every team I come up against, or you know, most teams that I come up against, are overpowered players, pacey players, and they do good in FIFA. Like, why would you hinder yourself by using a lesser team just to kind of give in to the people that are trying to give you shit for it, I guess? Like, even the best players, you know, they have the best players, like the best FIFA players use the best players in game because that's what works. But let's go to a striker. So I've got FootWiz up in front of me and I'm looking at all the stats on one player, and 6 key attributes for a striker. Now for me, I would say pace is one of them, of course, because you need to be fast. Finishing is going to be one of them. I personally think, so pace, finishing, shot power for a striker is going to be important, because once you get into those positions you obviously want to score the ball. So finishing, shot power, pace. For me, hold on, let me just defend this corner. I'm looking at the other ones here. We've got finishing, dribbling, maybe, you know, like dribbling would be more suited to the cam or to the wingers, obviously, but dribbling, you know, we could add that in there. This is what I'm saying, like, this is why I need your guys' help, because I want to come up with, I want you guys basically to put in the comment section for each position what you think the key attributes would be, the key 6 attributes, right? So, like I say, pace, strength, for me, strength is important all over the field, right? Because the stronger players in this game do tend to do a lot better than the weaker players. Hence the reason Ronaldo is so much better than Lionel Messi. Just because, in my opinion, strength. Like that, there's nothing else to it. So for a striker, I will get through the striker. Hold on. So we're going for finishing. We're going for shot power. We're going for pace. We're going for dribbling. Is the 4th one. We're going for attacking positioning, which is obviously going to be quite important, because if they got bad attack positioning, whenever you push forward with the ball, they're going to be in bad position, so it's going to be hard to play with them. Now, like I said, this is trying to build like the ultimate team. Like, and this is not based on chemistry either, guys. Like, every player will have a minimum of 6 chemistry, but if they get more chemistry, that's great. But we're not looking to build a team with perfect chemistry here. We're just looking to build a team of the best suited players for each position. So for a striker, we're looking at, again, one more time, shot power, finishing, dribbling, no wait, ball control, sorry, strength, pace, and dribbling. Well, I said ball control, but I think ball control and dribbling make up a lot of the same attributes. But those are 6 attributes, in my opinion, that are important for a striker, just because, sorry, attack positioning instead of ball control, just because of how they perform in the game. Then you got work rates for a striker. Now, your strikers, you want to have high attack work rate, low defense work rate, just so that they're always up the field. That's exactly what you want. You don't want anything different than that, anything else from that, and you find they lose stamina quickly, you find they're out of position an awful lot, you find, I don't know, for me they just don't do great jobs. For me, the players with like high-low work rates as strikers tend to be the better strikers. They tend to be the guys that score the most goals, that are the most clinical. Oh, go on in, Bale. Go on, Bale. Look at that pace. Look at that pace. Go on, Bale. Ah. Oh, ref, penalty. Ref. Come on, man. Come on. So that's that. So that's a striker. Then you look at a cam, right? And for a cam, you're going to want a lot of the same, really. Like, basically, a given for every position is pace and strength, right? For me, pace and strength are important. For a cam, you're going to be looking at the work rates again. So, in my opinion, you want a high attacking work rate and a medium defensive work rate, because you do want to get them back down the field a little bit to help defensively. You know, obviously their primary role is not to defend, but that doesn't mean that you don't want them. You know, if you're playing a tough game and you need them to be back there, you're going to need them. I also think it's important for a cam to have good passing, because they're going to be the guys that are setting up your goals. They're going to be the guys feeding the strikers. So it's obviously going to be short passing is going to be a very important attribute for a cam. Along with the work rates, oh wow, Walcott, why did you stop your run? Along with the work rates, I think that is what will make up the cam. So you've got the strength again, the pace, the good work rates. You've got short passing. Again, you're going to need high long shots, I think, will be important for a cam, because if you're playing against someone who does play a defensive game and long shots is like your only option, you're going to want someone who's got good long shots and able to finish the ball. I also think a cam should have good dribbling and good good balance, basically. Basically what we're looking to do, and like what I think is not important, because it's just my opinion. What I want, what you guys think, is what's important to me, because I want to build an ultimate team based on what you guys think is the primary attributes wait, there we go. Yeah, what you think is the primary attributes. So I don't know. I know I've spent like a lot of this episode talking about what I think certain players would have in good positions, but ultimately, like, we need to find as a unit between all of us the best players. So we'll still go through the team a bit. Like a CDM, for example, I love my central defensive midfielders to be very tall, have good strength, good heading, good tackling, and good defending. Right? They also need good passing, because they will be like a middleman between the sort of the midfield and the defense. But other than that, things like skill moves, things like dribbling, things like shooting, just not important in a CDM for me. Like, they really aren't. Heading is important, and I think for a CDM as well, the work rates, you've got to have a high defensive work rate and no more than a medium attacking work rate. There seems to be one exception to this rule, and that's Ramirez, because he has high, and I find him to be one of the best CDMs. But then I look at Fellaini, who I do believe has medium high, and Fellaini as well is one of the best CDMs. And Fellaini I actually prefer to Ramirez, simply because he's taller, he's stronger, he wins a lot more in the air, and for that I personally think Fellaini is a better midfielder than Ramirez. But again, this is all subject to opinion. Now, building the actual team, like I said, I want to talk a bit more in depth about that. Basically, it's not about chemistry. It really isn't. Like, I don't want you guys to sit there and try and give me players that are based on perfect chemistry or anything like that, because I have played a game before with players on 6 chem, like everyone on 6 chem, 66 chemistry, and they played just fine. You know, I don't think the difference between 6 chemistry and 9 chemistry makes so much of a difference that it's groundbreaking. You know, I think it is relatively important, otherwise it wouldn't be in the game. But at the same time, like, I don't think it's so important. So don't build me players, or don't give me information based on chemistry. Like, literally ignore chemistry. If players will get 6 chemistry regardless for being in the right position and right formation. If they get any more than 6 chemistry, that will be fantastic. How has he managed to score that? Yeah, if they do get more than 6 chemistry, that will be awesome. But the whole point is, we're going to try and build this ultimate team, and basically go and play with it and see if we can go on a good win streak. See if what we think is important is actually that important. Because once again, for defenders, for me, a high defensive work rate and low attacking work rate is, look at that for a finish. Oh my God, Gareth Bale, you beauty. High defensive work rate and medium or low attacking work rate is important in a defender, right? But that being said, people like Sergio Ramos and David Luiz have high attacking work rates. They still play really good. But then again, on the other side of the coin, and this is why we really need to figure out what's important here, people like Dele the centre-back and Felipe Santana, who in my opinion are literally the two go-to defenders, they are the two best defenders in this game in my opinion, those guys have medium attacking work rate. So the attacking work rate is not important in many aspects. Like, I don't know how to what ref? Come on, I just don't know how to explain it. Like, my thoughts and opinions are so skewed on what makes a good player, what makes a good formation, what works, what doesn't work, that I really do need your guys' help, and I need you to not only tell me about work rates, or not tell me, but like, you know, help me to build this team based on work rates as well as abilities. But again, with a defender, what's important in a defender? Obviously, slide tackling and standing tackling are important. But then again, you've got things like aggression, interception, attack positioning, and vision. How important are the mental attributes? Like, should we do a player comparison on, say, a defender who's rated really high, but is not necessarily very good in the game? And people are going to shoot me for this, right? And I know, but I've used him and I didn't like him, like Hummels, right? Hummels is rated 85. I didn't like him. I really didn't like him. Then you've got like Santana, who's rated 77, and he's a beast. And I look at Santana, and he's got good pace, he's got good work rates, and he's got good heading. And I think that is really, really important that your defenders have high heading. Now, whilst that's being said, Hummels has good heading. So what's different between the two? Like, pace is an important factor, no question, no question. But it's not everything. It's very important, but it doesn't make up everything. If you made a team of just the fastest players, if pace was really everything, you could put, you know, literally you could put the fastest players in the team. Like, you could have Walcott as centre back, and essentially based on everyone's kind of mentality, Walcott should be the best centre back in the game because he's one of the fastest players in the game, which is bullshit. Walcott would get destroyed as a centre back. Or maybe he wouldn't. Like, I don't know. I've never played Walcott as a centre back. So what's different basically? What's the key stuff? What's the hidden stats? What are we not looking at properly that's giving us this kind of ability to look at? Oh, look at Walcott there. He's in acres of space. Don't worry about it, Theo. I didn't want to score anyway. Yeah, what's different? We're in full time now. I understand I might have been a bit here, there and everywhere with this commentary, but hopefully you understand what I'm looking for. So in short, as we won the Gold Cup there, in short, put in the comment section the key attributes you think will be suited to every position, and it would be good if you as well could build me on FootWiz. So go to footwiz.com and go to their squad builder. Build me what you think the ultimate team would be, but not including chemistry. I don't care about chemistry. Everyone will get minimum of 6 chemistry anyway. So build me like your ultimate team based on what you think every position suits the best. And then maybe we can have a look at whether high rated players are better or low rated players are better, or maybe players with good mental stats are better. You know, like, it could be something as simple as that. It could be like, you know, work rates, mental stats, strength and pace are really, really what's important, and the difference between like 99 finishing and 79 finishing is actually so minimal because of how Ultimate Team is, that those sort of skill stats aren't really what's important. It'd definitely be an interesting sort of thing to do, and I'm going to do that over like the next few weeks, I guess. Like, just compare all the different teams that you guys start throwing at me, compare all the different players and all the different ideologies that you throw at me, and we'll kind of try and develop the ultimate team. This is the end of the video though, guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed this. If you have, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I do put out videos twice daily around 4 and 10 PM, sometimes a bit later than 4 PM for the first video. But yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed this, and I'll see you next time. Peace!